Hello and welcome. Season 1 is almost over for me in Dragonheir, and I thought I'd share my experience about what worked, what didn't work, and what I should have done better. Now, as you can see, we are one day away from season reset, and we're almost sure we have clinched a spot in the 10th place. I say almost because hopefully no one has saved one of these achievements to surprise in the last minute. I have some left too, but they're not available anymore because it's arena. And I neglected arena as much as I could, if I'm honest. But this is because I think the status of arena in this game is, to use the best term in the world, tragic. What aggravates me most is how you can actually get a win in defense by just turtle up and then waiting for the time to elapse. I think even a change like in the last 30 seconds, the damage goes up by 5% every 3 seconds, and the healing and shielding go down by the same amount every 3 seconds. It would be a much better improvement. Now you could argue with me, you say just that because you suck, and you'd be right. I mean, you're a buffoon, but you're still right. Now, with that out of the way, I can say that getting to the 10th spot was challenging and fun. The last month of play was top-notch, content-wise. I was sitting on the 23rd on the leaderboard. What made the difference was actually crafting out teams for the continental bosses or challenge, whatever it's called, and the final dragon, the endgame dragon. Of course, it was mostly my fault because I didn't neglect just arena, but a vortex as well. It's because I think I've been sitting on a Flora team for, I don't know, since the second Flora banner came along. And I think I used the Flora team for probably less than a month. I think, overly focused on getting the best pieces of gear rather than focusing in the proper places, just like Vortex. The team I've used for most of the season is a subpar, what I would call a subpar summon team. I say subpar because I don't have Premsa, and I replaced Premsa with Zorloth. I think the best I could get from that is 800 million. The best spot I could reach was 18th, and the worst probably in the low 30s. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But I've been sitting around 20th and 30th place, in that range for most of the season. Whilst with my Flora team, I can comfortably be in top 10. So this was silly, on my part. So in hindsight, what I would have done is I pulled for Lilwani's exclusive first and then Flora's second. I should have gone Flora's exclusive first and then Lilwani's second. One more thing I regret about pulling is I only pulled for the 4 guaranteed Lilwanis and Flora. Of course, didn't pull any of them before the guaranteed. But I pulled even for Velocia in the Velocia and Gulen banner the first time it appeared. I got Velocia on the 100th, and then I was hyped because I got before the guarantee. So I went for one more, and I think I got one after 50, and it was a dupe. So I sulked, and then I stopped. And in hindsight, probably I would have gone all the way for Gulen, because I think Gulen is actually count changing. And I'll share my view about the heroes in season 1 in another video. I do not regret not pulling for Nastienka and Lothar right now, because all the consideration I'm making are exclusive for season 1. I do not know what happens in season 2, to be honest. So we should put a pin in it, and maybe in season 2 we'll reevaluate it. Perhaps I do not regret pulling for any other exclusive hero, because the combo that I used to beat all the content in season 1 was actually a low budget one. I used Centralia here, and I don't remember her name, Ladelia. At times she doesn't even feel as a legendary, to be honest. Sometimes it feels more of an epic. But paired with Centralia, she actually seems strong, at least in PvE content, because Centralia doubles and clones her ultimate, making her do double damage when she ult the second time, because she puts her ult under both her summon and the cloned one, which make for a really strong combo. Otherwise she's lackluster, but as I said, I will cover that in another video. Okay, this is pretty much covers about my overview of my experience in Season 1. I'd like to hear your opinion, especially when it comes to Arena. Hopefully I'm not the only one. And thank you for watching and staying until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, but whether you do or you don't, you're still a legend to me. So thanks again, and